Welcome to Boise, Idaho, where fans describe a home game in one way. We get them on the blue, and that typically means trouble for anyone who tangles with the Boise State Broncos. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Broncos offense will get the first crack at it here. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
They'll give it to the back. In the backfield, he'll lose a couple.
And you could tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Safe completion on the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. And the Broncos will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and just like that, they'll have to give it up. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. So the Washington State Cougars offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Typically, the last thing a defense wants is to have a backer on a wide receiver, but we may see some of that today, guys.
Typically, you don't see linebackers that can run like this guy, and that's why they feel okay letting him cover this dynamic wide receiver one-on-one.
Yeah, and feel okay, it's not going to be a good thing. You better get your hands on him early. Put your physicality, let that win. It ain't going to be your speed.
Give to the back.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Sends it downfield. Snags it on the right. Touchdown, Washington State. And once he got loose, it was all over. Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that one. Nice job.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something to...
Hit the afterburners, kid. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. New set of downs after that completion. Power football with the run. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Broncos will hustle to the line. Trying play action. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. 3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And the Broncos will move the sticks. Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. Catch in the middle, it's Genty. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. The Broncos getting set on 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, being able to make in the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that 1st down marker.
And I think fans get upset sometimes, like, run your route past the sticks.
Touchdown, Broncos! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. And he tacks on the extra point. So a drive there of 84 yards. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired. And
I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one.
That's a 1st down for the offense.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Gets it out fast.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. The Cougars are in the hurry-up.
Well, this guy struggled the last time out. He knew he had to get back in the film, get back to the practice field, and work on some things. And I think he did some good work because he's already thrown for more yards in this 1st quarter than he did his last time out.
Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Really nice run there, good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a 1st down.
That's a 1st down for the offense.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. They make the stop, and that'll bring the 1st quarter to a close. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the 1st period as we take a look at the stats. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. To the air, it's Potter. Short throw to the sideline is caught. He's out of bounds, and he's got a 1st down. A new set of downs after the completion.
1st down for the offense.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They keep attacking through the air. Finds his big tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. He finds his man. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. And the Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. The Broncos moving quickly to the line. On 3rd and short, the power run here. They finally get him on the ground with a big running play, moves the change for the first down. And the Broncos look to do some damage in the red zone. Leaves it with the running back. Puts him in the spin cycle. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to the ground with the running back. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. With the run on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Boise State. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. Back to pass, it's Potter. And that pass is intercepted. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28. Couldn't order better field position for this offense. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Genty. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
How hard is that as a linebacker when you're trying to cover a running back on that angle route who runs routes like that, right? He thought he was going to the flat. He was barreling towards the sideline trying to knock that ball away, and all of a sudden he gets crossed up, and that's just too easy giving up that first down.
They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Genty. He stopped almost immediately. He didn't get much, but he didn't need much. They've got the first down. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Try to barge their way in. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. On the ground. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity.
Pulls it in on the left. Afterburner's coming. The 10. Touchdown, Cougar! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Number 18.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. The pass is incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield, and that shot the quarterback took might have been a little too much. That was right on the borderline. You want to make that quarterback feel you, but the official thought it was a little too much. The roughing the passer penalty. Dumps it to the back. Finds his man down the middle. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. The Broncos come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking down the middle. Finds a man on the left. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. After ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 13. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Working the middle, it's complete. Touchdown Broncos! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
28, Washington State.
On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room as they mark it at the 17. Typically, you only see this at the end of the game or end of a half. I'm not really sure why we're getting an early peek at victory formation. And the Broncos will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half.
Set to advance on the football.
Coming out with it, it's Freeman. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
And they bring him down, but did you see this freshman rifle that thing in there? To the air, it's Potter. Fires to the big fella. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't...
Ball is loose. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And sure tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Boise State ready to send out that offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive.
Trying to get behind the defense. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. The Broncos want to pick up the tempo. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Quickly complete.
Well, it's a good decision by the quarterback, and I know you didn't get the first down, but the good news is you got a chunk of yards back, now setting up 4th and short and giving yourself an opportunity to go for it here and keep this drive going.
They'll go with the running game on 4th down here. And the Broncos get enough for the first down.
And a lot of times when you're in your own territory and it's 4th and 1, you see the offense try to draw people off sides. No, sir. They say, we're going to get this thing. We need 1 yard. We got 1 yard. We worked on it all week. They were successful. Nice aggressiveness early in their own territory.
They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. This time it's complete. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. The Broncos are rolling down the field. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads it left. And that ball is picked off. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. Line gets set, first down. The run from the shotgun. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. To the air, it's Potter. Unloads to the wideout. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. Looking for a productive play on first down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. On second down, he's looking downfield. And that pass picked off. Got some room to run. The 30. The 10. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Cougars.
Really nice drive by this offense. This is a top 10 defense. This is a challenge. They're going to make everything difficult. So when you can make some plays against this defense, you got to absolutely take advantage, create some momentum for your squad. Nice drive by this offense.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the...
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Trying to find his man on first down. A little release to the back. And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there. Let's see what they've got on second down. The give out of the gun. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Washington State lines up quickly. They go to the draw. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Offensive linemen love when you sneak in draws, when you sneak in screens. It holds these defensive linemen accountable. You want to rush the quarterback, we're going to fly upfield every single play. We'll sneak right behind you and get some yardage.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. On the move at the 30. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. And the Broncos with the 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with a pass. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Bringing it back. A big turnover here for the defense to end the quarter. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. Tackled immediately after the catch. No huddle offense to the line.
Second down.
Running back searching for a hole. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. He'll throw on 3rd down. He makes the connection. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
And he'll be smacked to the ground. Washington State going quickly. They want to just keep throwing it. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain.
That's a great play call there, guys. I love it. Listen, they didn't get the first down, but this QB sneak on the very next play is going to get it, and this drive's going to keep going.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys
going for it all. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Genty. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. 3rd down and 1, and this is why they call it a gut check. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
No mystery on that. We are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The give to the back. Keeps the legs moving. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Complete. Good tackle there to stop him short of the 1st down, and now they have to make a call. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Oh, the attempt is no good. Missed an opportunity for a little cushion. The lead is still 5. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
And his throw is incomplete. Now on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Complete downfield. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down.
And that's a 1st down for the offense.
Looking to move it through the air. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
1st down for the offense.
Now from inside the red zone. It's complete. Touchdown, Wazoo! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And they're able to score on a drive where they had to have it this late in the game, and they look to their playmaker on the outside to win that one-on-one matchup.
Big-time moments. Who do you trust as a quarterback? You could tell this was a big moment. He threw it to his big play wide receiver. He knew he would come down to it, and now the big play in the 4th quarter for the touchdown.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Boise State ready to send out that offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Throws to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, the defense finally showing some life there. It's been tough sledding, too, because this offense has been lighting them up through the air, but a nice individual effort that time, forcing the incompletion.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And they can't make the connection.
Well, they've thrown 2 straight incompletions, and they just need to play pitch and catch on this next play. They're down a possession, and you don't have to necessarily get the 1st down right here, but if you don't get it, you've got to at least keep the 4th down manageable to give yourself an opportunity to keep pushing the ball down the field and give yourself a shot to win.
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they... Drive alive. The Cougars enter the final minute with the lead, trying to run out the clock. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Oh, no, the ball popped out. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Man, the coach is going to absolutely give him an earful. You have to understand.
Looking for a deep man. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the fourth, and the Brain Trust will go to work. Here's a throw downfield. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Well, points weren't the issue, guys, but they couldn't string together enough stops to get the victory.
Yeah, good news, bad news scenario, I guess. Good news is you're going to